Welcome back to the Dinar community. Ladies and gentlemen, we're thrilled to bring you one of the most significant developments in global currency news to date. If you've been following this channel, you already know we don't deal in rumors. We deliver facts, supported by economic data and trusted sources. And what we're about to share could shift the global financial conversation. Today, we focus on two currencies that are no longer lingering on the sidelines: the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and the Vietnamese Dong, VND. These aren't obscure or speculative assets anymore. They've become central topics of interest in the financial world. For years, discussions around a revaluation of these currencies were considered fringe talk, but now, those whispers have grown into headline news, backed by actual data and verified bank activity. Economists, traders, and skeptics alike are taking notice, and for good reason. The shift we're witnessing is profound. This isn't just about a spike in value, it's a total re-evaluation of how these nations' currencies are perceived and positioned in the global economy. And the momentum is real. In a dramatic turn of events, the IQD is now officially listed at $1.701, and the VND is sitting at 0.1515, confirmed by Wells Fargo and Chase Bank. Let that sink in. These aren't rumors circulating on forums. These are rates acknowledged by major US banking institutions, which are actively preparing to conduct exchanges at these figures. This marks a critical milestone. After years of relying on unofficial brokers and alternative platforms, currency holders are finally seeing institutional recognition. These developments signal that the IQD and VND have entered a new chapter of legitimacy and trust. Not long ago, just mentioning a revaluation sparked doubt or mockery from traditional economists. But today, with documented figures and real financial infrastructure in place, that skepticism is quickly being replaced with respect and even urgency. Let's break it down by country. Iraq has made massive strides, modernizing oil production, fighting corruption, and tightening monetary policies. The Central Bank of Iraq has managed inflation, fortified reserves, and helped stabilize the nation's economy. Iraq's geopolitical importance, backed by vast oil reserves and new reforms, is finally being reflected in its currency. Vietnam has also evolved rapidly. It's become a leading force in global manufacturing, especially as companies diversify away from China. With a strong post-COVID recovery, infrastructure improvements, and the integration of blockchain finance systems, Vietnam's long-term growth is not only sustainable, it's attractive. A stronger dong gives Vietnam more power in trade, more appeal to investors, and more room to reinvest in national development. Banks like Chase and Wells Fargo don't just confirm numbers, they validate real-world changes. That's why this isn't just a spike, it's a complete transformation. Appointments are now being scheduled, ID requirements are being enforced, and the system is no longer reliant on unregulated sources. However, this doesn't mean it's time to rush. Walk-ins are not being accepted. Banks are switching to appointment-only systems due to overwhelming demand. If you're looking to exchange, make sure you contact your bank, confirm availability, and follow the correct procedures. And now comes the big question: should you cash out now or hold on for even bigger gains? These confirmed rates are incredible, but some financial experts believe we're still at the early stage of a larger financial revaluation. If trends continue, economic reform, international partnerships, and growing demand, the IQD and VND could still rise further. Every investor must evaluate their own goals and risk tolerance. Whether you sell now or wait, one thing is clear: you're no longer investing in uncertainty. You're part of a real, verified economic shift. This moment is about more than profits. It's about national progress. Iraq and Vietnam are leveraging this opportunity to reinvest in their countries. From infrastructure to education, both nations are using their strengthened currencies to improve everyday lives and attract global respect. The days of being dismissed as unstable economies are over. These nations are emerging as economic leaders, and this revaluation is a key turning point. For long-time holders of the IQD and VND, this is not just validation, it's victory. Whether you exchange now or wait for a possible higher peak, know this: you're no longer operating in the shadows. You're part of a global movement. This is a moment of transformation. What you do next could define your financial future. Are you planning to exchange now, or are you holding for more? Drop your strategy in the comments below. Hit that like button if this news fired you up, and make sure to subscribe to Dinar Community for the news.